Belum dinyalain ternyata. Halo, selamat malam. Tuh, lu udah ngomong duluan. Selamat malam, bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu yang ada di sana, yang ada di sini. Halo, halo Joki, Bang Robi, Mirai. Kaget. Sedot WC. Loh kok nggak ada gambar ya? Ada gambar belum? Nah, udah. Malam ini kita menjadi bapak-bapak yang suka nyedot darah. Apa nih? Warning. Even is based on proven medical knowledge from 1918. Wah, ada obat-obatan juga, maksudnya kita nge-crack obat gitu. Vampire sometimes takes liberties when establish possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creature for theatrical purpose. Ya, jelas dong. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the reception in the physical. Ada ya orang yang mau kalau mau sembuh harus ngeracik obat sendiri. Udah diajarin di sini ternyata. Halo Rito, Adi, malam juga. No, I just want to feel how to become a vampire. And no rats were harmed during the making of this game. What the? Pakai tikus anjir. Hai Raffi. Selamat malam, selamat datang. Maka halo. Kita menyeberang ke dunia seberang ya. Ya belum bisa. Harus pakai ini dulu ya. Mati. Kita sebenarnya tetap jadi werewolf, tapi lagi nyusup aja. Nyusup. Well, you can be my senpai, right? Itu your vampire. Rest. Okay. In Vampire, every action you take can have consequences. This game use autos. Iya. Apa itu take responsibility? Bunuh aja semua. Bus, apa nih? Oh ya. Suara gamenya kecil nggak? Suara kaliannya gimana? Full TV is on my kid. Okay. I will see it later. Mas kok ya? Suara kalian. Maaf bang, lagi pilek bang. Banyakan makan es. Biasa dah. Oke. Press. Ya, maaf. No save game. Kita ambil kertas. Game option. PJO general. Oke, pitching. Oke. Voice. Oke. Brightness nggak perlu. Gameplay auto lock. Invert access bisa reminder preparation. No. Audio oke. Name of speaker. Siap ya. Espanol. Espanola. Ah, es Milo jahe itu. Masih diinget aja itu minuman gak jelas. Oke, new game. Apa nih? Kalian kepal masih ada kali. Story mode. Play vampire with low challenge. This will cut an important part of the experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. Combat is very easy. There is no reward for finishing this mode without killing any citizens. Normal mode. Play the original vampire experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Okay, hard mode. Play in a more challenging way. Your powers as a fire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by killing enemies in combat are this. Hard bawahnya lagi. Gak ada. Hard lah. Wah, nih kalau hard game lama jadinya, Pak. Experience-nya seret. Normal aja ya. Ini game lama nih kayaknya nih. Kepal Milo hard lagi. Apa nih? Ada suaranya? Ada suaranya? Wah, kok nggak ada suaranya, Bang? Apa nih? Kok ada suaranya? Katanya kalian suka yang hard, lagi sakit, Bang. Jadi pilih yang normal. Ada suaranya sih? Hah? Ini ada. Apa nih? Kok nggak ada suaranya? Nah, Empire Force. Emang gini? Lagi batuk. Nah, emang gini? Sekarang tentu Oblivion Performance for City of London. Kita orang betes lah. Mainin dulu coba. Ntar bang, saya mau tahu ceritanya. Tapi kok ada? There's perhaps her inhabitant last dance along the festivals. Ada suaranya, tapi ada suara ininya. Rasa effects-nya. Apa yang salah? Confronted with an unknown mortal became desperate for answer. Ih, jelek banget kesini, nggak ada suaranya dong. Apa nih, perlu diupdate kah? A flock of light make an omen. The falling of stars are presage. Keren banget ya. Si ini Chris Evans. Captain America. Tuh bahkan Pris aja yang, nah itu kan job Christian tuh ya Pris ya, jadiin vampire malah belok juga kan. Nggak asik nih. Asal dumbbell such a fancy. Jadi maksudnya satu kota tuh vampire semua. Nanti juga segala iya. Crafting machine semua. Nah itu dia. Kita suka yang bertolak belakang, bertolak angin. Ini siapa yang ngomong ceritanya? Unknown katanya. Wolverine kah? Cerot ya? What is darkness but looking sun? Bertolak pinggang. Pegal. What is a wall but enslaved stone? We will later reject. What is a glass but tortured hand? Wah. Jadi Wah, cerot. Oh, dia digigit. Lagi apa? Lagi investigate atau lagi ini? Sedot darahnya. Gitu. What is life but death, anjing. Anjir, yang Malka nih ininya hardcore sekali ternyata ya. Referensinya hardcore banget. Nah, ada baru nih. Mana sih? Kok?
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to
Halo
be
Niki,
God's
what's good?
a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution.
Oh iya, orang dulu kalau
True punishment
penyakit itu, kalau yang nular benar-benar nular, dibakar ya mayatnya ya.
from the harshness and be born once more.
Itu ceritanya kita cerot. Kenapa kaget ya? Dia dikira mayat, makanya dibuang ya. Ini Vampyr tapi untuk kalian, maybe bisa jadi. Biasanya kalau ada vampire ada werewolf dong. Itu ajaranmu, maka. Wah, teler. Bos. Rapi bener ya jenggotnya ya, keren banget. Kalian malah nggak bisa numbuh jenggot. Oh, jalan pincang ya. Ini apa nih, abu? Wah, ada darah guys, darah segar, pasti darah manusia ini. Emang ngaruh kalau emang nggak produce ininya. Wah, apa tuh?
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Aku haus. Aku cerot kamu. Ngomong apa nih? Udah gas bang, udah bang, gas bang. Aku haus, wangi sekali. Wes. Cerot. Bos. Ya. Ya. Aduh, John. Wah, si John nih. Enggak, adeknya nih. Adek apa kakaknya tuh? Aduh. Kena cerot aja. Aduh.
No.
Jadi nggak bisa sembarang orang ini ya. Transfer gigitan. Atau ada caranya?
It's a nightmare.
Sedot.
No! Please!
No,
a moment,
please, no,
let me
please, no.
explain.
Bukannya biasanya kayak gitu ya kalau awal-awal jadi vampir. Lari kan?
These patrols are after me.
Lari bang.
No, don't shoot.
Woi, zigzag. Set.
This is a nightmare.
Oh, nggak bisa zigzag ternyata. This is not.
I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
This can't be.
No,
Aduh.
please stop. I mean you no harm.
Bang, nggak sengaja. Aus tadi, aus.
What's going on?
Aduh,
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
apa nih?
Shit, where'd it go?
Macete.
Now, I can defend myself.
Wes, berubah.
Kill that thing! Over there! Who are you?
Who are you?
Stay back!
Cerot.
Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Oke. Oh. Weh, oke, stamina gamenya ya.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
Nyedotnya kebanyakan. Bisa jadi. Weh, apa tuh? Tidak kena. Cerot.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Bodoh amat. Aku tidak sorry kepadamu.
No, please, stop!
What's? Weh, zigzag. Cerot.
Who are you?
Wes. Nah. What do you want? Kan udah tahu ngejar. Oh ya, ini belum tahu ya kalau mereka hunter ya. Please don't shoot.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Yeah.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about?
Aduh.
What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job.
Panas.
Just leave me.
Ya. Kita harus nyari apa nih?
Feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Kita harus nyari blue spider lily biar bisa menaklukkan matahari.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Let me go. Wes. Kelamaan kan reloadnya. Banyak gaya sih.
I
Nggak bisa
need to
diambil
find
lagi.
shelter.
Sini tuh tidak. Nggak bisa.
It's locked.
Lock. Oke, muter. Apa nih? Keep out.
Is anybody there?
Ini vampir baru kali makanya nggak sekeluarga. Kecuali emang darah murni kali ya. Kalau darah murni ya satu keluarga dong. Nggak guna gunanya mending cari dede gemes.
I should be safe enough
Ada.
here.
Apa nih? Save place kah? Darah biru gimana? Darah biru bangsawan kah? Yang katanya bangsawan darah biru. Ya.
What have you done?
Brother.
Mary!
What have you done?
Mary, I'm sorry.
Whoever did this.
Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Lah, kan dia yang gigit ya. Apalagi nih? Bisa ganti kostum kah?
The sun is high.
The sun is
I cannot leave now.
Fire and collection. Jadi gimana cara baca? River Thames. Shillings. Oh my god. You did this lah. Makanya nyalain orang. Apa ini? Jam.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
In the dead's pockets, are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings.
Ya nggak salah juga sih, kan katanya kan udah meninggal. Nah dibuang.
That's impossible.
Am I that? How can this be? Bộ bộ ako hả? Wes.
12 dreams
So,
of the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer. Her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
A prayer sung by warrior song.
a child known from darkness.
Darkness must accept of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
Oh, ada yang gigit.
No! No!
Itu berarti yang
I
gigit dia.
still have so much to accomplish.
Yang gigit si John ini
Still
ini
have
kan
so much left that needs
nggak
doing.
mungkin sembarang gigit ngasih ini kan, pasti dia ngeliat something dari si John ini. Walah, malam Bre. Oh, revolver. Ini malah jadi Rick Grimes.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
Oh alah.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Dokter toh rupanya.
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Waduh. Udah dokter vampir lagi. Weh.
No, it never got easy.
Iya, itu masalahnya apa yang membedakan gigitan infeksi sama gigitan buat minum darah? Apa yang ngasih gigitan itu harus khusus? Bloody diary. Tell double bed sleep, Becky all night and peppermint her delirious. Nah, yang mau baca ya. Benar. Oh, si ininya kenalannya juga kali yang di bawah tadi tuh. Bobok kita, bobok Ciang. Bobok cantik dulu.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Gigit konsumsi dan gigit gemes. Bangsat.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
It's a nightmare. That's it. Tidak mau menerima kenyataan. Waduh. Gigitan kering, gigitan basah itu apa lagi tuh? Ya. Jangan bang. Done.
rational thinking only.
Can we choose? Atau mau nggak mau harus nembak? Rational thinking only. Dar! From here to eternity. Iya. Immortal kan jadinya. Widih. Vampyr. Vampyr. Tenang Zero Death tuh iya kan immortal ya. Tapi kalau pas cutscene yang sinematik gini agak lemot ya. Ini kan video bukannya sih? Agak frame-nya jatuh parah. Alih. Kalau tidak peluru silver tidak bisa. Nggak tahu. Kayak nge-lag aja gitu. Iya kan itu video kan harusnya kan?
This is absolute madness.
Bukan kayak cutscene kayak gini kan?
With a real
Iya, makanya aneh loh. Good times blending sunlight into shit. Bisa ini kita auto peggy. Apa nih? You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravate epidemic instantly. Oh banyak. Nggak bisa healing kita. Cepat. Setengah. Agresif. Masih ada 1000. Masih ada 1000. Kita apa nih? Cloud. Main cakar-cakaran kah? Agresif. Blood spell. Wah. Shadow mist apa nih? Place a cloud of shadow at the feet out of warriors. The cloud will explode after shot. Oh ini AOE ya. Kita burst damage. Ambil ini aja deh kayaknya burst. Kita cerot dari jauh. Body 300. Nggak cukup. Cepat sih gue bisa ulti, ada ultinya guys. Wah keren banget nih.
That voice in my head.
Quarantine.
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me. What I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Ayo Eternal Church Range. Aduh. Ada orang di bawah. Yah, hilang mayatnya.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Si cewek tadi hilang tadi tuh.
Here's the leech. Here!
Apa nih? Teleport kah? Wes. Keren abis.
My head's spinning.
Dadadang.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Fucking beast.
It's locked, alright. Looting. Serius nggak ada? Apa nih? Offhand weapon.
I'm still in Southwark.
Stun. Press W to take
I
off.
must reach the West End. Go back home.
Go back home. I'm going back home. Oh, nggak ada barang-barang.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Push.
A strength I never knew I had.
It's dead, all right.
Hup.
It's onto us!
This shouldn't be possible.
Start. Aduh, panas.
Every single, every fiber of my being is a fire.
Tadi kita punya skill bukan ya tadi? Weh, bisa gigit. Cak. Oh, pakai darah.
Like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh, gunain skillnya harus pakai. Oh. Harus pakai ini ya. Aduh, sabar. Cak. Weh.
My strength, my reflexes,
Gila.
are not human anymore.
Weh. Tapi nggak bisa lompat nih, Ot. Cuman ngedes gitu doang, nggak bisa lompat. Keren. Musuhnya asal nembak aja tau. Bisa berenang nggak? Masa vampir nggak bisa berenang sih? Southward Streets, District Stable. Apa nih? Join the ranks. We need you.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
Yeah.
For what happened to us.
Nyalain orang.
It's locked.
It's locked.
I cannot enter.
Oh, looting.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
What the hell?
This is despicable.
Mamam tikus. Tapi nambah blood meter. Apalah. Sup. Wede.
Dizziness from the jump.
Keren
I
banget.
can now control it.
Teleport deh. Nggak bisa dihancurin ya?
It's locked, all right.
Ya santai dong, It's locked, alright. Tahu kan ngetes namanya. Oh, cerot.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Apa? Tikus itu enak, cerot. Ngokok tikus.
What will London have to say to me?
Ya udah, nggak apa-apa.
I cannot enter. I've so many questions unanswered.
Siapa yang naruh duit di situ coba? Limehouse dog. Apa nih?
Another corpse.
Another corpse.
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Kenapa tuh? Digigit dari belakang. Apa? Betul. Wah.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
Words.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Jack the Ripper. Kan bang, tetap apa nih? Oh,
fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
The smell is so strong. Wangi, darah wangi. Weh, peti. Aluminium sharp. Grease. Oke. Set. Anjay.
Something dire must have come about.
Oh,
where has everyone gone?
Udah malam, Pak, tidur.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Hideout. Oh, hideout juga. You just found a new hideout. Oh, kalau mau nge-spend XP harus rebuild apa yang model itu. Oh, bisa. Woi, crafting. Medical treatment to heal sick citizen, serum, weapon upgrade. Nggak ada apa-apa. Firearm. Kita punya tembak, punya pistol ya. Kok tadi nggak bisa pakai? Gila, tembok. Grafitinya nggak di apa namanya, nggak dihilangin. Bisa upgrade ya? Agresif. Kita ini dulu deh. 15 health, endurance, blood. Darah dulu, darah. Bite. Oh, dia upgrade-nya harus pakai XP juga ya. Blood barrier. Anjir. Ada barrier-nya juga dong. $300 gram. No. Bocah segini di trohil. Pembawanya kayak Nicolas Cage. Lah iya benar. Iya loh. Tapi vampirnya Nicolas Cage itu yang ini, yang apa, film apaan tuh yang yang baru itu tuh, bagus filmnya tuh. Cepat. Blood quality unknown. Oh, woi, bisa ngelihat identitas orang dong.
At last, a little life.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
Bang, misi
Good
bang.
evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Did anyone enter the
Has
bar?
anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that
gorgeous bowl, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Ya nggak salah sih.
What's going on around here?
It's like
everybody is hiding.
That's cool.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters.
It's easier
It's easier than accepting their own darkness.
Iya sih.
We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Ya udah. Pak, misi Pak.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
Not,
I'm not
not
thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
a long
Why
night.
is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Es darah muda.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Harus spesifik
Before
pula.
the
bro.
outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise
Peter
Turtle.
dan
The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Anya
Aren't
Scare.
you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
What?
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess.
Well
Well-dressed,
dressed,
quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Oke. Nggak bisa. Wes, ada ciwi. Gadoinan.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know.
Sabrina, weh.
Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here?
Wes.
Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
The murders.
Demon.
What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning.
Drain blood.
Drained of blood.
Blood.
It's just horrible.
Disedot.
Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog.
What's that?
What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
Apa iya?
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it.
Spanish flu.
Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar. The
Nggak nyantai.
Turquoise Turtle.
Nggak nyantai banget
I'm the
nanyain.
barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
Iya, 1918 apa katanya tadi?
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Lantai 2, pintu pertama ya. Ini kah?
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
Something hearing.
I have a common objective
Someone hearing.
I require.
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain?
Wait.
You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. Anyone?
Be gone! Out! Kalau kena flu Spanyol bisa joget.
That's something I can do for you.
And who might you be?
I don't know.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people.
Molesting.
In fact, killing them. Biting them.
Jadi nggak tahu
The
ya.
calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Me? You seem like an expert atau I'm a victim ya? Expert kali.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Udah nyala. What do you know?
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory.
Dr.
But
Swansea.
this is different.
Lucu juga namanya.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Well,
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. No idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
yes.
A shadow, indeed.
Yeah.
Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No.
No!
I will find the monster. He is mine.
He's mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Kita menggunakan jalur Sasuke.
Go hunt your shadow. Please, leave me alone.
Bacot. Ntar sebelum pergi mau looting dulu, ada barang bagus nggak? Ada. Injury gap lokal.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Hilang loh ini jejak kakinya ini yang terakhir kan? Itu XP, maksudnya XP-nya ini apa nih? Kita makanin orang dapat XP gitu maksudnya.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Can require. Oh, I think you're hiding something.
You're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Master.
Just run as far away from
Hello,
this
sir.
place as I can.
May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Jadi
I'll leave you
roasting
to your bottle then.
baru ini. Halo Sabrina.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will.
William Bishop.
William Bishop? He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
There, guys. What happened tonight?
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk as usual. My God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried.
Si
It was
Will
terrible.
baru berubah juga kayaknya tuh.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
baru juga kayaknya.
Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see.
Thank you.
Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Tom Watts. Oh. Bisa ini ya, apa namanya? As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on citizen. Unlocking increase the amount of XP. Boleh nih. Jadi kita nurture apa sih nama bahasa Indonesianya? Kita besarkan dulu darahnya sampai XP-nya penuh baru kita makan. Guys, gila nih. Ya, kalau fetish, kalau ada debuff. Kalau ada yang ini darahnya berkurang. Dipelihara sampai gendut. Nah, itu dia. Pelihara dulu kita ternak manusia.
Not long ago, this.
You again. What can I do for you?
What can I do? Talk to me about William.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Langsung di ini kah? Saringan kah?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Ya, nggak salah sih.
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside. And then he left when I refused.
Udah punya kekuatan baru ngelawannya.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Oke. Gak apa-apa, aman tuh. Gak bakal balik lagi kok selamanya. Gak bakal balik lagi selamanya.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
Britain, walking together. Mana si Tom? Si Tom William. Oh, ini kah? Hah, meninggal.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
Prevent order. Multiple death in the dark region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast just quickly. The leech. Orang-orang dulu manggilnya lintah ya.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Keren banget. Prevent gunner. Nggak bisa kayak Batman apa langsung? Oh bisa dong. Shot. Goblok. Buang-buang darah anjir.
I'm cold.
Enemy card. Okay. Physical melee range blood shadow. Oh, weakness-nya.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You haven't known McCullum to be wrong about anything. Right. But I've only been part of the guards 3 weeks to the day. All the more reason to shut.
Nggak kelihatan bisa gitu. Di samping mata loh, bodoh kali emang. Hanya gegayaan pakai ini sih, pakai apa namanya, pakai kupluk. Halo. Lagi main Vampyr. Ya, free roam ini. Kena itu. Udah gitu doang. What's?
It's locked.
Gak ada barang-barang lagi. Ih, nggak kelihatan loh. Kocak banget sumpah. Rip M. Always try to get the high ground. But no. We won.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Tembus. Berapa orang sih? 2. Oh 3. Use loop para.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Hah? Nggak bisa lompat loh.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Ini main jadi human yang jadi POV vampire.
Steady boys.
Goblok.
We've got one of them here.
Shot. Tembus.
Bastard, filthy piece of shit.
Shot. Shot. Bacok. Range weapon. Baru dapat range. Gimana cara pakai range weaponnya? Equip. Main hand, off hand. Wow. Udah cuma 2. Hampir cupu gak bisa lompat nih, makanya jelek banget. Nggak bisa lompat tapi bisa teleport bang. Dibilang jelek juga enggak. Bulat. Pakai recover aja. Banyak peluru sih soalnya. Oke, oh ini dia. Ini practice, new tactic. Ini itemnya nggak kelihatan sama sekali loh. Rats and hideout. Ada mangsa nih. Serang. Sian. Nggak bisa terbang, nggak bisa bang, kan belum jadi ini apa kupu-kupu. Oke, hideout, dah. Di weapon upgrade, apa yang mau di upgrade? Oh, ada upgrade-nya. Keren banget ini kali, is take at Tristan Point. Terus how to ini ya, kan udah cukup tuh. Increase damage deal, decrease stamina consumption. Belum bisa apa? Ada 500. Shillings. Kita break. Bukan ada darah dulu. Fast regeneration. Increase your stamina. Stamina dulu kali ya. Agak susah. The vampire will concentrate on prey's blood, stopping them in their track, making them defenseless. Wow. Kalau mau upgrade harus bobo dulu ya. Lah respawn dong. Boleh. Cerot. Apa nih, kita bisa gunain glitch kah farming XP di sini? Cerot. Waduh, nggak tembus. Musuhnya respon, iya bisa farming berarti kan? North Dock.
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood.
The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I need a drink. I'm so thirsty.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh. Yeah.
I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
Are you in there?
Well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice.
Sir?
I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me?
Should you help me?
Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Woi, ngeri. Cover lagu atau tiup? Tidak. Aku tidak bisa menyanyi.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Patience, good
fellows.
fellow.
To secure my boat, we can leave this awful place.
Ya si cewek yang siawanya tuh ini udah lama dia.
Not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Mana ada? Kalian percaya sama gamer?
This poor creature can't be my maker.
That's Saint Paul.
Could it
William
be some
Bishops.
subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Vampir gigit vampire. Tapi kalau gigit vampir nggak disedot deh darah. Cuman digigit aja. Nggak bisa naik ke atas tuh. Port the boat. Nggak ada apa-apa lagi ya? Oke. Cerot. Kapal uap.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was...
What manner of creature?
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted.
And the woman.
What? Who is she?
What woman?
No, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your...
But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
You know me?
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. So much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
Wait, undercover.
It's sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Very well.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Baru prolog. Pembroke Hospital.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Waduh.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon with his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Si Hampton.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Kemana kita?
It's locked, all right.
Huh.
Nah, it's my turn.
Wes. Apa tuh? Woi.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Tolongin gak ya orang kayak gini? Tolongin gak ya? Tolongin gak sih? Enggak lah ya. Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Tolongin dulu guys, darahnya masih setengah nanggung. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from past visitors. The higher blood quality, more XP you get. To drink blood of your prey, you need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from other seekers. Oh ini tutorial kah? Sayang kali, masih ada 4 hint lagi. Kamu akan mencret ke belakang.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Rilis dulu lah.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Sayang. 500 XP nggak worth it. Sayang. Kita ternak dulu.
What happened?
Ya, jadikan livestock. Iya, benar.
Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Oh ya, Sumi Ariel, Otskare. Bye-bye. Spring.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go.
But not
But no famished hunter can run for long.
Santai aja. Akan ku makan semua kok. Cuma sayang aja. Kita kumpulkan XP yang banyak. Woi. Anjay.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you.
Nurse Crane.
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job for him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Udah selamat ya? Apaan sih? Halo.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Nice.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
Please
and
speak,
please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Yeah.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Iyalah, harus.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl.
Brannigan.
She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
Nah, tuh jadilah Nurse Brannigan daripada Nurse Crane.
If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Karena Nurse Crane ketus.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Ketus boy minus iya itu. Orang butuh yang ceria-ceria kan, karena lagi pandemi. Oh, habis.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
See you later, Dr. Tippett. Nggak dibawa-bawa itu si Cox. Bentar. Aduh, enak banget ini. ASMR apa namanya? Hujannya. Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Tukang pistol.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful.
It's
We
fucking
lack
awful.
everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Wow.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Mana tadi nurse-nya ada yang keluar, ada yang resign lagi.
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons to the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Katanya jangan judge. And I won't judge you. That's right.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ada apa? Milton shotgun. Ya ampun, duitnya segitu doang loh. Bakal susah nyari duit, nyari ini ya nih kayaknya nih, nyari duit nih. Weh, apa tadi itu? Oh, glass file. Looting nomor 1. Story nomor 2. Looting. Siapa nih? Dr. Stephen kah? Oh iya. Wah, nyala dong. Investigate. Citizen action. What do you mean?
If only I were young again. Just a...
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Ini ada something kan? Apa nih? Investigate citizen action. Oh. Something nih orang. Ikutin kali ya.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Sepi. Dokter cocoran. Oh, ini cocoran.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Cocoran. Bahasa Indonesia, Bang. Ya ada something dia. Makanya disuruh ikutin. Suruh ngeliat ngapain dia. Nggak bisa masuk.
I cannot enter.
Oh, harus dari situ. I prefer control situation. Wah, apa tuh? Ngapain dia tuh? Bos, aduh, minggir. Apa itu? Kok sus banget? Kemana? Halo cantik, bentar ya. Cara gimana caranya? Apa nih? Oh. Looting mayat. Ini MC profesinya apa? Dia dokter bedah sama transfusi darah katanya. Ada pintu belakang kah?
It's locked.
Tadi cara ngeliat dokter City PT gimana ya?
It's locked. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague?
Dr. Rakesh!
Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Dr. Rakesh.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one too. Most people fear or at least have a respect for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Dr. Rakesh Chandana.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of
sir.
For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy.
Kalau ada uang, pasti ada barang.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Yes. The best. Dr. Chidana, the best.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Apa nih? Enigmatic formula. Kodein opium. Wah. Gak ada duit, Bang. Tia. Kita harus kenalan sama semua orang dulu nih. Halo. Halo, dokter.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
I'm
Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Waduh, gas aja bunuh langsung. Jadi ini istilah vampir baik? Enggak juga. Vampir yang ingin menemukan jati diri.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital can use all the help it can get.
Ada nambah dokter. Bagus dong.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ini orang apa sih? Apa sih masalahnya? Langsung cerotin aja apa ya?
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on.
Kita kan
and
ini
that is precisely why I want to be sure
seminar.
that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Kayak inilah terkenal kita ada inovasi baru, terus kita bikin pers.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansey, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness?
What is that?
Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Oh. Boleh.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Kan bener. Masalahnya apa?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Dia nggak suka kalau kita iniin transfusi darah. Dibilangnya kita jadi nge-eksperimen orang gitu. Iya kan? Transfusi darah kayaknya belum di sini. Transfusi darah di sini kayaknya belum ditemuin ya. Makanya ditemuin dulu masih Jonathan ini kan. Tapi dibilangnya kayak eksperimen gitu. Ya gimana ya?
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Nggak senang banget nah mukanya sumpah. Oh, ada pasien. Halo.
Good evening, sir.
Iya dong.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Cuman dia nggak suka.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Harvey.
All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Kenapa patah tangannya gimana maksudnya?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed. So I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter.
Okay.
And a good one too.
Wow.
But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable.
Yeah.
And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Ya, baru datang.
Tell me about the
bisa
doctors
ini.
who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, you see.
Ackroyd
What
ini
do you
nih.
mean? I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed.
Strickland.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland.
Oh,
Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Lawannya si Ackroyd tadi. Ackroyd. Dr. Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Bahaya juga sih ini, kalau main eksperimen aja.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Dr. Strickland ini fanatik juga ternyata ya.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Udah jadi dokter, jadi babu. Ackroyd aversion for modern.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory.
Yeah, benar.
I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Jadi gitu guys. Kalau iya benar, kalau dia yang nemuin transfusi darah pasti dia yang koar-koar tuh.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed.
Fiddick nih.
Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Kenapa emang? Kok sampai butuh transfusi darah? Tadi katanya cuman ini doang.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why did he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Kenapa emang? Wah. Harus balik nanya lagi ke
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Fiddick. Bentar, looting dulu, biar. Gas file. Dr. Dorothy keren, aku
always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Jadi children in my battle of hell. Ini siapa sih Fiddick kan? Kenapa jatuh pesandung kah?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Not a biological machine. Personal question.
You seem worried about the safety of your family.
And it's obvious.
And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother?
Itu apa sih? Orang
She died in
atau
1915
mindahin?
during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Wow.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Maksudnya?
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Walah, alah.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Kenapa, mate?
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Sad.
I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
No. See ya.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you go.
Kas! Bunuh langsung. udah penuh soalnya. Udah nggak ada clue lagi. Halo. Kenapa?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Gos.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Beatrice Goswick. Tell me about yourself.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Ya, tapi kalau ditanyain dokter kayak gitu, kesal juga kali ya. Coba ceritakan tentang dirimu. Orang kita jadi dokter kok.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Waduh, ini nih, suaminya udah meninggal, dapat warisan. Nah.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Oh.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Ya, gimana ya?
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Pipa Hawkins. Gimana maksudnya? Naikin harga itu ruangan.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Nurse lo. Anjir.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Don't waste your time with me.
Dek, apa dek?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes.
No.
And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Udah tahu tenggorokannya sakit, masih disuruh paksa ngomong parah banget. Open.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate. So. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Tadi belum selesai.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Emaknya keras kepala banget, kenapa harus di sini ya?
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if I asked her to leave.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Pak dokter, tenggorokan saya sakit. Kenapa disuruh ngomong, ceritain diri saya? Pertanyaan tolol banget, sumpah. Aduh. Ya, maaf.
I have to go now, sir.
Maaf.
But don't hesitate to contact me. If you need
dokterin. Sumpah lah.
Doctor.
Dorothy friend. Siapa yang belum kenalan kita? Dr. Trius Strickland. Udah. Siapa nih? Serem amat. Halo cantik. Ih, manis banget. Boleh duduk di sebelah nggak?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
What?
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal.
Thelma Howcroft.
And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh my god! Aduh, masih ada aja cuni ya. Mana gombal. Apa iya deh? Apakah kamu vampir? Asik sumpah, game asik banget sumpah. You are vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
Wow.
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel.
What is it
like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Wes. Cotard syndrome apa tuh? Bentar, penasaran. Cotard syndrome. Ada yang tahu nggak Cotard syndrome itu apa? Bentar ya, searching. Bentar bang. Walking corpse syndrome. Believe that parts of their body are missing or that they are dying dead or don't exist. Oh. Wow. Dia ngerasa kalau bagian tubuhnya tuh bukan bagian dari mereka lagi, kayak ngerasa bebal aja kalau tangannya ada yang hilang atau akunnya tidak hidup. Kalau dia tulang ya, lebih ke tulang ya, tulang sama darahku kering.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howard?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named
Jules
Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Sad and petty mortal.
Sad and
you can't
petty
even begin
mortal.
to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Oh siap, Ibu Vampir. Siap, Ibu Vampir.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howard?
It's only a cover.
It's only a cover.
Hide from my enemies.
Yeah.
I can leave whenever I want.
Wes.
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Idi, ngeri siap si balik vampir.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe?
Siapa musuhnya? Werewolf kah?
But I sense their eyes on me from nearby.
Wes.
I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Near the morgue. Tadi yang Dr. Sirakes ya? Siapa dah yang ketinggalan walletnya? Oh, si Sapam.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you.
Gua aja yang vampir gak
I'm
segini.
not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't worry. These people will not find you here.
Yeah, sabar,
I'll
Mbak.
personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Siap, Baginda Ratu. Siap dengan.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
Puny mortal.
What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know
Iya,
who you
gimana
were
maksudnya?
before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
Wes.
Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Yes, oke, udah hidup ribuan tahun ternyata ya. Iya, Mbak.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark,
Mistress of the Dark,
to your nocturnal activities.
Aduh. Oh, ini dia nih tukang ini ya, tukang palak ya. Woi.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Okay.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. You're running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Spanish flu lebih banyak bukannya ya yang ngebunuh orangnya?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Harusnya ikutin Nurse Brannigan itu yang dibutuhin. Gimana sih?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
Si Milton ya.
Especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Okay. Tinggal di mesmerize aja, gampang. Oh, udah ada. Kok nggak ditanya yang nge-charge si itu orang kaya tadi?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
Damn.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Ya, itu udah bukan penyakit ini lagi, penyakit ini udah penyakit mental itu.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Kasian amat. Miss Hawcroft disease.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside.
I see.
But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Cie. masih ada harapan. You let her bite you.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Ternyata Thomas itu ngesim. Ngesim sama vampire. dibiarin digigit dong.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly,
ngesim.
I join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Oh, ini dia. Masih hidup dia ternyata.
It's here again.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Ya, gimana ya kalau kan bukan kesurupan.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Wet Boot what?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Clay Cox kan masih hidup. Oh, kabur dia.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then?
Any
particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Orang baik. Sin Hampton orang baik.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
A deacon.
A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
But it works. Tadi kita kena soalnya.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Nah, ini baru blood transfusion
I believe all I
digunakan.
need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. I cannot enter.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and evil. Enter the backyard of garden. Oh, ada side questnya juga. Halo Nyonya. Winnet Barn Dragon. Kita dong belum ngomong ya sama dia. Punten.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Kayak Professor McGonagall ya.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the stuff. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Dr. Tippett ini yang tadi aneh-aneh ya?
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Dr. Tippett sukanya yang older ternyata.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay. Edgar Swansea. Udah ada semua kah? Oh, ini belum nih. Ini di mana ya?
It's locked, all right.
Belum bisa. People Hawkins. Do not cough in public. Okay.
Not now.
Not now. Southampton. Gimana caranya? Atas kan? Not now. Use hacksaw. She always make a file. Looting.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked.
Oh, ini kah? Dr. Lee.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
Wow.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Bypass regeneration, blood capacity, decrease. Bloodnya. Oke. No. Deket amat mukanya. Oke guys, kita kelarin dulu untuk chapter kali ini. Bagus sih gamenya. Nah, biar kelihatan ganteng. Ini kita udah membaca darah, Ki. Sabar, kita main santai aja dulu. Karena kita masih bikin livestock ke orang-orang supaya orang itu XP-nya deras. Kita nurture dulu. Kita rawat mereka baik-baik. Ini gamenya asik sih, untuk pilihan-pilihannya itu bisa nyambung dari satu karakter ke karakter lainnya kan. Terus pilihannya juga kalau tergantung kemauan kita nanti jalan ceritanya ya. Mau kas bloodbath. Oke guys, thank you for watching this stream, thank you for coming. Semoga kita bisa lanjut ke part selanjutnya. Otsu guys. Otsu ya semua. Bye bye. Semoga kamu mimpi digigit Dr. Reed. Semoga didatangi sama mbak-mbak Juni. Otsu guys. Iya, thank you Adit. Otsu. Otsu, bye bye.